Welcome back, Fear Fiends, to the Chillergeist League Tables. The time has come, the moment you've all been waiting for. We've crunched the numbers, we've debated the artistry, and we've constructed our definitive expert list of the top 10 body horror villains. Boris, are you ready to unveil the cream of the gruesome crop?
Affirmative, Doctor. The data has been analyzed, the coefficients calculated. The results are statistically sound.
Wonderful. Let the countdown begin. Coming in at number 10, we have the chaotic, reality-warping abomination that is the creature from beyond.
Subject creature's position at number 10 is a result of its profound and unique impact on the genre. While its kill count is numerically limited, its transdimensional abomination coefficient scores an unparalleled 9.1, reflecting its profound violation of biological and spatial norms. The horror it represents is less about a single entity and more about the fragility of reality itself, and the grotesque mutations it induces are a testament to the unpredictable nature of interdimensional travel. However, its dependency on the resonator device as a power source, and its singular cinematic appearance, places it at the lower end of the top 10, as its threat profile is context-dependent and less sustained across multiple engagements.
A truly terrifying, if contained, horror. Shivering with delight. Moving on to number 9, we have the mind-melting menace, the scanners.
Subject scanners' placement at number 9 is based on the iconic and devastating nature of their primary termination method. Their cerebral violation coefficient is a statistically significant 8.5, indicating a superior ability to induce fear by attacking the very seat of consciousness. The visual impact of their psionic powers, particularly the cranial detonation events, has cemented their place in horror history. However, their physical fragility and lack of self-imposed body horror, their powers do not typically result in grotesque transformations of their own forms, prevent them from ranking higher. They are masters of causing body horror in others, but lack the personal, organic artistry of the higher-ranked villains.
A fine point, Boris. Their destructive power is undeniable, but the lack of personal transformation holds them back. Coming in at number 8, we have the unsettlingly meticulous and surgically precise Dr. Joseph Hyder.
Dr. Joseph Hyder's position is a result of his unique contribution to the genre's thematic subversion. He doesn't create monsters through mutation or supernatural means, but through meticulously planned and executed surgical procedures. His psychological violation metric is an extreme 9.5, reflecting the profound mental and physical trauma inflicted upon his victims. The conceptual horror of the human centipede is a singularly disturbing idea, and his cold, clinical approach makes the horror all the more chilling. However, as a purely human antagonist, his threat is limited by the constraints of his surgical skills and a lack of supernatural resilience, placing him below the more physically dominant entities.
The sheer audacity of his work. So clean, yet so deeply, profoundly wrong. Simply exquisite. Our number 7 spot is taken by the squirming, hive-minded threat of the visitors/parasites from Slither.
The visitors' position at number 7 is based on their high visceral discomfort coefficient of 8.6 and their advanced parasitic methodology. They represent an evolved form of biological horror, leveraging a hive-mind intelligence to infiltrate and weaponize human hosts. Their capacity for rapid host proliferation and grotesque physical transformation is a testament to their adaptive nature. The horror of watching loved ones become monstrous extensions of a collective entity provides a powerful blend of body horror and psychological distress. While highly efficient in their methods, their containment within a single, isolated event limits their statistical impact compared to villains with more expansive operational histories.
A well-deserved spot for a truly disgusting, and frankly brilliant, parasitic force. Moving on to the top half of our list. At number 6, we have the relentless, amorphous terror, the Blob.
Subject Blob's placement at number 6 is a result of its primal, unstoppable nature. Its existential annihilation coefficient of 8.9 is a reflection of the raw, uncaring dread it represents. The Blob is the embodiment of pure consumption, a mass of unstoppable gelatinous goo that reduces all organic matter to nothing. It is a force of nature, indifferent to motive or emotion. While its methodology is simple, its effectiveness and its iconic status across multiple film generations are statistically undeniable. However, its lack of intelligence, personality, or complex motivation prevents it from ascending further up the list, as the horror it provides is more physical than psychological.
The elegant simplicity of total annihilation. A perfectly brutal horror. And at number 5, the mad scientist himself, the creator of the reanimated undead, Dr. Herbert West.
Dr. Herbert West's position at number 5 is a direct consequence of his role as the architect of body horror. Unlike many of our other contenders, he is not the monster himself, but a progenitor of monstrosity. His creation versatility metric is a high 9.0, reflecting his ability to reanimate not just corpses, but also individual body parts and animals into a grotesque menagerie of unholy abominations. His cold intellect and obsessive ambition to conquer death, rather than a mindless drive to kill, set him apart. The endless parade of his reanimated subjects, each a unique work of fleshy horror, justifies his position as a true master of the craft.
The art of reanimation. An artist after my own heart. The sheer brilliance of his ambition secures his place. At number 4, a true icon of industrial horror, Tetsuo.
Subject Akira's mutations position at number 4 is based on its unparalleled artistic and visceral impact. Its organic technological fusion rating is a near-perfect 9.8, as it represents the complete and total grotesque melding of flesh and machine. The mutation is a raw, kinetic, and deeply unsettling process, a primal scream of industrial dread. The horror is not just in the transformation, but in the lack of control, the total loss of self as the body becomes a weapon of twisted metal and wire. It is a unique and singular work of body horror that pushes the boundaries of what is possible, making it a masterpiece of the genre.
A breathtaking, metal-shrieking, soul-crushing vision. A beautiful tragedy of technology and flesh. And at number 3, the purveyors of both pleasure and pain, Frank Cotton / the Cenobites.
The Cenobites' position at number 3 is a reflection of their profound philosophical and aesthetic contribution to body horror. Their surgical abomination coefficient of 9.5 is based on the meticulously crafted, yet deeply disturbing nature of their forms. Their horror is not a random mutation, but a self-inflicted pursuit of transcendent sensation, blurring the line between pleasure and pain. The concept of their interdimensional existence and the power of the lament configuration gives them a timeless and universal appeal. They are not merely monsters, but agents of cosmic order, making them a truly unique and terrifying threat.
The art of suffering, the beauty of pain. A truly sophisticated brand of body horror. Number 2 on our list is the master of paranoia, the ultimate imitator, The Thing.
Subject Thing's position is due to its unmatched versatility and ability to instill profound psychological terror. Its assimilation and mimicry metric scores a perfect 10.0, as it can perfectly imitate and assimilate any organism it consumes. The horror it represents is a complete subversion of trust and identity. It is not just a monster that hunts you. It is a monster that could be standing right next to you, perfectly disguised. The grotesque, unpredictable transformations are a visual spectacle of body horror, but it is the invisible, psychological component that elevates it to this near-perfect status.
The ultimate body horror villain. It is a beautiful, terrifying work of art. But who could possibly be number 1? The single greatest body horror villain of all time. The one, the only, Seth Brundle / Brundlefly.
Subject Brundlefly's statistical and conceptual profile places him at number 1. His tragic transformation index is a perfect 10.0, as his body horror is the most personal and heartbreaking. Unlike other villains who are either born monsters or corrupted by external forces, Brundlefly's horror is a direct result of his own brilliant, yet flawed, ambition. The gradual, grotesque degeneration of his body is a slow-motion car crash of science gone wrong, a visceral and intelligent nightmare. The fact that the monster retains fragments of a man's memory makes the horror truly profound. He is not just a killer, but a victim of his own genius, making him the definitive figure of the genre.
A truly perfect choice. A tragic, beautiful, and utterly horrifying journey. And there you have it, Fear Fiends. Our definitive expert list of the top 10 body horror villains. Until next time, keep those nightmares chilling.